Blow it out your ass.
Blow it out. Alright, so I just like take the damage. Nice. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. You? Get the fuck off me, you little shit. I need... You're really supposed to blow on it?
Hi, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you're from. I'm happy to have you here. Today, we are featuring AlyssaAlways. Um, she's got to be one of the most professional Dead by Daylight players you'll ever see. But she plays a lot. Hi, Orion. Good morning, or good afternoon. Um, But she's a horror variety streamer, and she's fantastic. So before I even say any more about her, let's just watch one of her promos on here. Hi, Uni. So let's take a look.
Oh my god! Howdy, classmates. Oh my Lanza, bringing all the boys to our yard. Look at this. Look at this man. Oh my Lanza. Jesus, I don't even want to fucking change scenes. It's fucking Daddy Sanders. Oh my god. Poppy Sanders.
The people she plays with.
Oh my god!
The famous curb stomp clip. Hi, Matt.
It's got weak knees now. How did you die? You
Meggers,
literally
is that
stomped on the
Zach?
child crawling in the floor.
I lost you was in the fucking way.
Just run it over.
Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that.
That's how it works where you're from. The child in front of you, just stomp on it like a...
Herb stomp it.
Curb stomping.
Oh, that was great.
Get back, rodent. What?
I think I clipped that scream. And she just ripped off the microphone off her head.
Shit.
Hi, Erica. Good morning. That is the famous Alyssa. So, if you would please welcome her to the show. Good morning, Alyssa.
Hi, Dad.
Or is it? Is it? It's afternoon now, isn't it? Good afternoon.
Oh yeah, good afternoon. Yeah.
Good afternoon.
31.
Okay, so we had the famous and the much heralded Poppy Sanders clip.
Yeah. Yep.
Where did you find that?
Oh God. What the the Poppy Sanders?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna blame Tony here. 'Cause Tony is the reason why I even played that game in the first place. Tony was like, "You need to try this this dating game. That's it's Colonel Sanders. And you can date him." And I'm like, "Wait, what? Uh, what?" And so
Why would
I
I
was
want
like,
to
"Okay,
date
fine."
Colonel Sanders?
Yeah. And so he's like, "You just gotta try it. You just gotta try it." And I was like, "Okay." Um, yeah. So I played it, and then I was not. I mean, when I first saw him, I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." But then, like, he's in his like cooking outfit, whatever, the red
Yeah.
apron. But then towards the end, when you go to this dance, and you see him there, and he's in that white T-shirt, and I was like, "Oh," and then it caused this
Oh,
whole like
I'm a date Colonel Sanders.
well, see, what that was sad is that in that first playthrough, I actually got rejected
Oh,
because I did some the choices that I made did
too.
not go well,
Are
and
you too needy?
I think so. I think it was. I think also too my cooking skills weren't the greatest, so
Oh,
he was kind of like, no, I don't. A pass. He's like, will you be my He's like, we could be friends, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, okay.
okay, yeah, sure.
But listen, my second playthrough, I ended up getting the date, so that was
Ah,
good. I guess
okay.
I redeemed myself in the second
Awesome.
one.
Yeah. So was that Zach that you were playing with in the curb stomping clip?
Yes. Yeah, it was Zach and Megan, and that was I didn't realize he was dead. He was already dead, so he was able to see like what was going on. So when the hunt started, he was there as a ghost, right? And then he saw me step on the kid, and I wasn't I wasn't purposely stepping on the kid, but it was because I had a smudge and I wanted to
Swifty.
hi Swifty. I started um I smudge, and when I smudge the ghost, I go through them,
Yeah.
with the smudge. So, and this kid's crawling, and it's not my fault that it was there. Well, first of all, it's not my fault that the kid was fucking crawling on the floor, coming towards me. All right, it was.
No, that's the
So,
game designer's fault. Yeah.
yeah, and so I went through it, and it looked like I stomped on the kid, and then it's yeah, and ever since then, and like Zach's reaction is what really set off the whole that I stomped children because
Yeah.
he was just like, "You stomped on that thing's ankles," and I'm like, "No, I didn't." Like, and I was like, "Yeah, well, she was in the way, like she was coming towards me, and I was just running through with my smudge. I
But
didn't
that's
listen."
Zach, that's how he
Yeah,
is.
and then since then, it's just like I just been known that I stomp children. It's
Yeah, so yeah, but
not true. I do
well,
not.
you deny it, but there is a clip, and we saw the clip.
And then it doesn't help either that there was a time where I played with Luna on Phasmo, and then she's like, "Oh, it's a child," and I was like, "Oh, it is. Stomp it, curb stomp it." Like, but I think I meant it as a ghost baby, like a ghost child, not a real child.
Yeah.
I don't curb stomp children in real life.
Oh man. Okay. Well, okay. So tell us a little bit about yourself. What are you doing when you're not streaming? Do you have any hobbies? Do you work, or do you what goes on in Alyssa's life when she's not streaming?
When I'm not streaming. When I'm not streaming, I am a stay-at-home mom. I have 4 kids, 3 teenagers,
Oh my God.
three
I
teenagers,
feel
and a
for you.
4-year-old. Yeah, I feel for myself too. Like yeah, it's. I mean, that's what I do. I mean, I'm just a mom. Um,
That no
I.
no 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 no. That's not just a thing. That's
Well, this is
that's
true. Okay, I am
yeah.
a mom.
Every mother
um,
out there is a superhuman being, including
I
my
like
own
to. I
wife.
hope so,
Yeah.
because
So
I sometimes I have my days where I'm just like I can't. As a mother
yeah,
and a parent in general, it's hard when you just want the best for your children, and it just no,
absolutely.
things are not going the way you want it. And but yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I do. I'm here.
So would you say
Um,
that streaming is your hobby?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
definitely streaming and just playing games, like getting away. Once the kids are all like settled in and sleeping, or I mean, my kids don't sleep, they're teenagers, right? But they, they leave me alone. When they leave me alone and they're in their own spaces and just kind of like
Hi,
chilling.
Tony.
Um, Hi, Tony. Uh, I like to I like to play games a lot because it just gets me out of my head.
Yeah,
It's an escape. It makes me happy. I love games. I love listening to music, and streaming. And those are the main things that I do away from being a parent,
right.
and um and doing any duties here at the house, or being I have to go out and about and do like parenting, adulting, whatever. Um, and which I don't do much. I don't do much outside like of going. Like when it comes to parenting and adulting, like if I have to go to the store, I have to. I'll go, or appointments, kids appointments, and
Can
then
we just establish right now that outside bad? There's people out there. There's just too many people in the world. We don't like people. I'm right
yeah,
there with you.
I don't like people, yes, in
Yeah,
general. Yeah, I can't. I have a hard time going out in general just because my anxiety is so bad.
yeah,
Um, I try to stay at home as much as possible, and if I do go out, I try to make it as fast as possible too. Where if I have to just get in and out, appointments, I try to like I'm like I get very anxious during appointments because you're just waiting. You're just
yeah.
waiting there and there's nothing you can do except wait. And I just want
Hi,
to be home.
Meggers.
I want to be I want to be um I just want to be home and doing what I love doing so
Yeah.
I can be comfortable.
Oh, maternity shoot. Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. Gonna share those pictures on Discord, I hope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love you, Tony.
Love you,
No, I'm not
Alyssa.
famous.
The famous, yeah. You started it, Makers, though. You were famous first.
Yeah. Yeah, Megan is
Yeah.
famous. I'm right, you do.
Okay, so how did you choose your username?
um I'm very bad at names sometimes. And well, I was just like, okay, maybe I mean, at first it was someone to have something with like avocado in it. I love avocado.
Yeah.
And it was just something like I was like, oh, like I always use avocados. So it was gonna be always avocado, avocado always, whatever, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, well, I kind of want my name in it. Uh, I don't know why. I mean, when it comes to like being online and stuff, sometimes you just want to hide your name, right? But
Right.
for some reason, I'm like, my name's pretty common. I really don't care, maybe. And so I was just like, okay, well, it's Alyssa, so it's always Alyssa.
All right. Awesome.
So I
It's
mean, there you
it's
go.
just always
So then,
Alyssa.
yeah, and so then went Alyssa always, and then in the beginning it was I had two X's on the ends. It was
Mm.
X Alyssa, always X, and then I was like, oh, I kind of don't want the X's there anymore. So then it just went to Alyssa always, and it's just been that way. And now we have this whole Alyssa always, Alyssa guacamole.
Always
Yeah.
Alyssa guacamole.
I don't
That
know.
would
I was
actually
just
be good. Thank you for the lurk, Wolf.
And then now we have this whole little thing. Yeah, like Trila says, Alyssa sometimes, Alyssa never, Alyssa possibly. When I'm being, pain in the
Alyssa
ass or
always curb
whatever.
stomping.
Yeah, Alyssa, exactly. Alyssa on Fridays, Alyssa sometimes, Alyssa once in a while. Just whatever pops up, and I'm like, it's sticking. Alyssa
Yeah.
always, it's just who I am. It's who I am. I'm just me.
Yeah. How long have you been streaming?
Since March of 2021,
Okay, so
I've been
right as
streaming.
the pandemic hit and started closing everything down. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
once everything started getting, I think that's what a lot of people have said is that when it came to COVID, is you were stuck at home. What else are you
Hmm.
gonna do? And so people, that's when Twitch started becoming a huge thing because what else is there to do but watch other people game
Oh yeah,
and
the
then
pandemic was so good for Twitch.
yeah. So
Yeah.
now it was just something I didn't even I wasn't even thinking about streaming ever. I never thought it would be something I'd ever do
Yeah.
because
So were
when
you
it came
playing
to
games before?
Yeah, yeah. I've
Okay.
been playing games since I was like 3 years old. I've been, I've loved gaming. I've always had some kind of system. Um, and then throughout, as I got older, um, like I would sorry, I'm sorry, Annabelle's Annabelle's hold
That
on, sorry.
Nut. Tortoise says there's a rumor that Alyssa started streaming so streamers could get some Dixper payback on
Oh, sorry, yeah, yeah.
her. That's awesome.
Sorry,
Um,
Annabelle's being very, very
n-
Annabelle's like, no. Um no, yeah. So when it came to gaming, I've just always been just into but my main thing was story games.
mhm.
I always played story games, solo games, any kind of games where it's just me.
Yeah.
Never really had any friends to play with. My sisters, like, were my closest friends, but they would they weren't into gaming like the way I am.
Right.
If one of them was into gaming, she would only play Fortnite with her boyfriend. And so it was just me, just doing story games to pass time, and I loved it. I played the same story games over and over, different outcomes, whatever. And then Twitch happened,
Yeah.
and then it became this whole different story.
So how did you learn about everything you needed to do to stream the equipment? Did you have somebody that kind of uh, took you under their wing, or did you research it yourself?
Well, I did ask Megan a lot. I think Megan is one of the main reasons I did start streaming.
Yeah.
Because I would watch her a lot and
Peer pressure, huh?
seeing peer pressure. No, I mean, I thought it was really cool what she was doing, and I enjoyed watching her, and then watching a lot of other streamers, and it just
Huh.
became this like, oh, like, I mean, it seems like it's something like I would want to do. I
Yeah.
didn't think I would ever want to, um, because I have a hard time with my voice in general. Um, I was afraid for people to hear me. And
Excuse me.
so, but Megan was
Hmm.
like, "Oh, you should, like, you should,"
Yeah.
and so I was like, "Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe. I don't know if I don't know if it'll work. I don't know if maybe like I don't think people will like it."
Megger
um,
says I made her play games with me.
yes, yeah, Megan did make me play games with her. I didn't. I was afraid to play Phasmo. I was afraid to be on a like voice thing with people,
Hmm.
voice chat, because like I said, I have a hard time with my voice, and I was afraid
I Saint.
that I was gonna get judged, um, because of the way I sound. So I was like, I don't know. I want to play games with you, but I don't know. I really don't know if I want to be on voice chat.
Right.
Um, and then she just kept on like, no, just come play whatever. And so then I finally started coming around more, started playing more with her, and then I was like, maybe streaming could be actually be pretty cool.
Yeah. I
So,
agree with
you
that,
know,
Tony.
no, I did not. um, and so I would other streamers that I watch, I would look at their setups.
Yeah.
Like I would look at their setups and see what they like. Oh, okay, they you need a mic, your PC, whatever. And I had just got a gaming laptop at that point, um, to play more games, right?
Right.
And so I was like, oh, maybe I can stream from here. And I just kept on adding to it. I kept adding to my stream, to my setup.
Hmm.
Um, and then it just became this
Well,
hobby that I really love doing.
yeah, your stream is still evolving because you keep adding things and you're doing something now. Um, you were talking about it on when you were playing DBD the other day. You're trying to create something for as a channel point right now, I think. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Um, the dance party?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ha-
Yes.
Have have you finished that?
Yes, the dance party is something that I just added, and I was able to add to make the filters. It's because I wanted to have like this thing where where my I could use my I could
Meggers.
use my and then it turns devil. Yeah. It
I
was this
think.
thing where I wanted to get my VTuber camera,
Uh-huh.
and because you see where other streamers have like this thing where it changes the filters, the colors of their
Yeah.
of their camera, and so I was like, I wonder if I could do that with my my VTuber. My VTuber is not a camera itself; it is actually a game capture off another app. So I was like, I don't think it would work, but hey, maybe I can make it work. And so I started messing with things. I watched YouTube videos, and then I was able to make a scrolling effect with the filters changing. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, this is cool. Like it's going okay. It's going along, whatever. And then I was able to add music. Or I used Firebot. I made it to where I can change the scene with a Firebot channel point redemption, and then add music on top of that, and then adding emotes or whatever, and it just turned into this whole thing. So the dance party I think is so cool. I fucking love it so much.
Now, talking about that, where she has one of the best interactive streams. You are right about that app, yeah. Where do you get most of your ideas from your for your sound alerts and your channel points? Does it come from your chat, or do you do research about some things? How do
Well,
you come up with those?
when it comes to certain things, I think it's like if we're talking about something and a certain sound will come into our heads, or like a song
Hmm.
or a movie, like a clip of like a scene from a movie, and we're like discussing it, we're like, oh my god, like that fucking thing was so funny, and we're like, you know what, I'm gonna make it into a channel point redemption. And so I'll add that, or a song will be in my head so much, because I love music so much, and so when it comes to a song, and I'll be like, oh, like I fucking love this song. I want to hear it more. So you know what? I'm gonna put it as a channel, as a sound alert, and have it so where I can hear it on stream,
Poppy Sanders.
and I know people would enjoy it. Poppy Sanders, yeah, the
Yeah.
Poppy Sanders thing was because of that Poppy Sanders clip, and so that became its own, the
Monster.
VTuber, yeah, yeah, the Poppy Sanders. So I was like, you know what? I think it would be really awesome to cosplay as Poppy Sanders. And
Yeah.
I'm like, well, how can I do that? I'm just a VTuber, but I'm like, I can literally make an avatar of Poppy Sanders and use that.
Nice.
And so then I did make one, but mine was kind of like, I was like, it's looking too, because the app that I have, the settings that it comes with is more like feminine,
Hmm.
and I'm like, I want it to be more masculine, but I don't know how to fucking do this. And so then Luna helped me. I gave her the file, she took it, and then she made it more to where he looks more masculine and everything. I'm like, yes. And so then she sent it back to me, and I used that, and now it's just channel point redemption on its own.
Nice.
Um,
Um, who is it? Trilla says, I love the latest edition with the jail.
oh,
What?
okay. So the jail. Now we have a thing in my channel where if you are naughty, if anybody in chat is naughty, it sounds up on oh, you put exclamation point ho, and because it's a ho alert, and so it pops up on the screen, ho alert, and it puts chat into a emo only, you're in jail, sirens go off, and then it turns into a dance party because hey, like horny jail is, nothing's wrong with horny jail. So
Yeah,
then it turns into a dance party for chat, and it turns on emo only mode. Everybody puts emotes, dance, whatever, and then it unlocks it, and the jail cell goes away.
Maker says, I wanted to play that game, but the X wouldn't let me play games like that. The Colonel Sanders game? Is that what
Wait,
she's
which
talking
one?
about?
I The game with the X
I,
one,
th-
games like that. Wait, what game?
I think it was the Colonel Sanders one.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
I think
Um,
that's that one. I was like, yeah, that's a big what the fuck, mom. What the fuck
you need Who
movie.
the Ho
So
by Ludacris.
who's the hoe? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the
Papa
pop.
Tanner's game.
Okay,
Oh
yeah.
my goodness, yeah. No, you should definitely give it a try, Megan.
No worries, Meggers. So what is your favorite part about your streaming?
My favorite part about streaming,
Hmm.
it's definitely having people to chat with.
Yeah.
Like I didn't realize how much I love talking to people, even though I'm such an introvert. Like I have a lot of social anxiety. I have,
It's
you
okay
know,
when they're out there.
yeah, when you're out there, you're like, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Not in a mean way. Not in a mean way. You know, not in a mean way, but like because I'm behind a screen and a
Hmm.
mic and you know, I don't have a face cam, it's easier for me to talk because when if I have my face cam on or anything, I'm gonna have I focus too much on myself
Hmm.
where I'm very self conscious and I'm just like, okay, they're probably judging me right now. They're probably, you know,
And they're
looking at me
not.
and being like, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel like that's the main reason why I do not have a face cam because of
Yeah.
how scared I am to be judged. And but when I'm talking, when I with chat, I feel like I just have a whole bunch of friends that just come to hang out with me
Hmm.
and just bullshit with me because we have so much fucking fun. We laugh. We're causing so much chaos and shenanigans, and it's just the best part about it is just hanging out with these people because they're all freaking amazing
Yeah.
and yeah, like I
Tony,
just
you're
love
the
it.
one putting in that command more than anyone else. What do you mean? It's easier to communicate. Yeah. When you're behind a screen. Yeah, I get it. You people can't hurt you. Um,
Yeah,
and you know, the only thing they can judge is the VTuber.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the Tony command. Tony has Tony's talking because Tony has his own command called exclamation point bad Tony.
Hmm.
And every time Tony says some kind of bullshit,
Which is
or he's a lot, he says something naughty. He's being a little shit. We put him in his own little jail. So I
that's
have
where
on
his
my
little
channel.
icon goes into.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have my own little PNG tubers for my friends that play games with me, and so when they talk, it lights up. Um, and so for Tony's, I decided to make it to where a little jail cell goes onto his little PNG tuber because to put him in jail because he's being bad.
Yeah.
That thing's already up at to 40, by the way, 40 times, and it's only been up for like 4 streams.
Speaking of Tony,
Yeah.
forgive me if I say that. Tony, I want you as a guest on one of my podcasts.
Yes, Tony, please.
So just keep thinking about
Oh,
that.
thank you, Erica.
Uh-oh. What's the worst part about streaming?
The worst part?
Yeah.
The worst part is when when I don't get to because of life. You know,
Yeah.
missing out on days, and I feel bad because I'm like, "Ugh, I'm not keeping up with my schedule. So you get kind of this like, you feel an obligation sometimes, like, and then when you miss it, it's kind of like you feel bad about it. It's that like missing streams or when you focus on the numbers.
Yeah.
I had a hard time, like I still have a hard time once in a while, but in the beginning of my streaming journey, I had my viewers up, like the viewer number.
Hmm.
So I used to have the viewer number up and you know, I would check the analytics and all that stuff and I'll be like, what am I doing wrong? Like I'm doing something wrong and it's not going the way I want it to. Like I like you know, and it would bring me down so much. And then I stopped I turned off my viewer count.
Hmm.
I stopped like trying to focus on the numbers and it started going better and then I'm like okay like you know just have fun, just keep having fun, but like when
Yeah.
you really get on those numbers it really brings you down and I think that's the worst part about streaming is when you expect to have these numbers but then it doesn't happen, you're just very down on yourself.
Yeah. Tortoise, that is perfectly fine. I am perfectly happy being called bad. That was my first name. I am perfectly happy with it. Anybody can call me bad. You don't have to call me dad at all. I just, call it hanging with dad because that's what I got called. We've got an ad coming up here in about 10 seconds. What we're going to do is we're going to take a break so everybody can go grab a drink, stretch your legs, go to the restroom, whatever. It's about a 3-minute ad. So, in just a short little bit, come back, sit with us, chat with Alyssa a little bit more. How about that? Okay? We'll be right back. And we're back. Hope everybody's done with their ads. I try to make this to where the ads don't affect your viewing of this of the stream of the podcast at all. Um, and I hate when you just join a channel and you say hi to the streamer, and all of a sudden, bam, you get hit with an ad, and then the streamer's talking to you, and you miss what they said. Hi, Charlie.
Hi,
Um,
Charlie.
let's talk about one of your favorite games, DBD.
Okay. Yes.
Um, we were talking earlier, and you're a trickster main, but you
Yeah.
told me you don't really like to play killer.
No.
Um, okay, well let's talk about your strategy when you play killer. Do you have a strategy? Do you go for the first person you see, or is there a different way you go about you scope the map first, or what's your
Think it depends on. I think it depends on what if I have what challenges I have. Because if I have a challenge where I have to kill people, then I directly go to where I think they'll be. I'll start going around the map, and I'll look for them. And if I find them, then I start chasing whoever I see first. um, Unless they're the obsession. If they're like I look on the side, you can see who's obsession.
hmm
And so if there I see the if I have a challenge for obsession, then I'll look on the side, see who it is, and then I'll look for them.
Okay.
So I feel bad because I'm just like, okay, you're the one I'm gonna go after. Um, but other than that, I really don't have a strategy. I try not to kill a lot of people if it's like if there's no challenges, if I just don't feel like doing any challenges, or
Right.
let's say I have a challenge for breaking pallets, then I can be like, okay, I can just fuck around because breaking pallets is easy.
Yeah.
Um, uh, Kicking generators is easy. You can do that while playing nice with the survivors.
hmm
So usually I'll take someone like Ghostface. Ghostface is I love playing Ghostface because he can
Alyssa is the
crouch down
troll.
like I am not a troll. Ghostface you can meme with because he can do a teabagging effect. Like you can,
Right.
so I like to go up to the survivors and I'll be like, start teabagging because I want to play with them. Like I don't want to kill them. I just want to fuck around, have them help me with generators or pallets, whatever, and then I'll help them with challenges if they need it, whatever.
Mhm.
Um, so that's what I usually love doing is to play with uh
Hi,
to play
Luna.
with um to play with the survivors as much as I can, unless it is a challenge where I need to kill them. Then I have to directly be chasing them and try to kill everyone.
But Tony, don't you deserve it? I mean,
Dude, that's Tony we're talking about. Have you seen how much he scares me?
yeah, I have. There's a clip in my promo. um, okay, so
Hi, Luna.
would you say that the game uh, basically forces some killers to be toxic in the way that their challenges work?
In some instances, yes, but
Okay.
it's about how you go about it. Um, like they say, like I understand you need to get your kills, right? But
hmm
don't be an asshole about it. There's a difference between getting kills and then being completely toxic where you will chase people and then when you hook them and then they get down from hook and you completely tunnel them. There's a
Yeah.
difference. Let
Okay.
them go, let them breathe a little bit, let them heal. Go after somebody else. And then, you can get your kills that way. You can get a 4K by being by playing right. You
Right.
don't have to be toxic. You don't have to be a fucking bully and slug everyone at 4 gens. Um, you don't have to tunnel somebody out just to get to kill them right off the bat. Like it doesn't make
Right.
it fun for anybody. And then like I've had a few killers where I do get in an argument with them. I do fight a lot sometimes on DVD because there are some killers who like there's some people who even stream their toxicity. And I went to someone's
Wow.
chat before who was a toxic killer, who was very, very fucking rude. They tunneled me out completely, being an asshole to me. And I went to their stream. I was like, what gives?
Yeah.
And they're just like, "Oh, you can't handle it, whatever." And I'm like, "No, I just want to know why you told me." And he's like, well, "You brought it upon yourself." I'm
Yeah.
like, "What?" I'm like, "I what?" And then he's just like, "Well, you body blocked me when I was trying to get Felix." And I'm like, "I it's because I was I was like a split second where I did body block you, but because he this Felix was hiding next to a vaulting window. So I
Yeah.
was trying to like show you like this guy's just fucking hiding here. I kind of blocked him because I wanted him to see that this Felix was just hiding.
Okay.
But then he's all like, "Well, you made yourself a target when you did that,"
Yeah.
and
They
I'm
take their
like,
first shots out in the game. Yeah. They.
"Yeah."
Yeah.
And so it's like, what? And so they kept on telling me shit, calling me a baby, all this stuff on stream. And I'm like, you know what? Okay, whatever. And I just completely blocked this person.
Yeah.
Um, and they're like, well, just being so rude. And then yeah, we had Tony's talking about a partner, an actual partner, a streamer partner, a Twitch partner, who was very toxic.
Oh man.
We saw that they were live. We went to their stream, and this guy's like, oh, he was like gaslighting us and gaslighting his chat and being like, "You see this? The trash is coming in, the salt, whatever. There's whatever." And it was just completely like, it was so fucking bad that
Mm.
we just completely stopped playing. We stopped playing DBD at that point,
No,
because we
tree
were
lass. You
so
need to
mad.
offer Swifty some sour cream.
Swifty loves sour cream.
Swifty loves sour cream. I don't. I don't. I like sour cream as a ranch dip. I'll do that. But no, I'm
I
with
love sour
Swifty on
cream.
sour cream.
You don't like it?
I do not like it.
What?
Yeah.
And we've been giving Swifty shit this whole time. Now we have
Yeah.
dad.
Now you have dad. But now to be fair, if it's mixed with something, I'm
Hmm.
fine. Like
Yeah.
if you make like a ranch dip, or if there's like a uni, help me out. Um, what is it you're making with sour cream for Thanksgiving? I can't remember now. I'm drawing a blank. Cheesecake. Yeah, I can. Yeah, cheesecake, sour cream and cheesecake. Oh, I love it. Um, but yeah, I'm with
Charlie.
Swifty. Fruit salad. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll eat it that way.
She's a sour cream hoe.
There's a
Oh my
lot of stuff that you use sour cream in that's thickener. Yeah, that way is fine. But if it's on, I can't eat it if it's in like a burrito or a taco. I can't do it.
What?
Yeah,
I love it. I love sour cream. The other day I made carne asada fries, and I just fucking put a shitload of sour cream on that. It was
yeah.
so fucking good. Megan, yeah, Megan didn't have ranch one time, and she was like, "I only have sour cream." So she used sour cream as a dipping sauce, and she actually liked it. And she was like bragging to Swifty about it, and he was just like, "Oh, what are you doing? No!"
No, look at that. No, Megan's just gross.
There you go, Charlie, the whole alert. I
Okay.
used Charlie's little siren thingies for my whole alert
Oh
for
yeah,
my
yeah,
for my
yeah.
stream.
I've seen that. Okay, so let's go back to DBD. Now
Okay.
let's switch to you're a survivor.
Yeah.
Um, I see you, Tony, Kayla, and Luna, or Meggers, and Charlie play a lot. Do
Yes.
you guys have a specific strategy in where one of you will lure the killer into looping while the others are working on the generator? Is that on intentionally, or is it just the way it happens?
It just depends on the situation. A lot of times we're just like, okay, we got challenges again. Like where someone needs to go do totems, someone needs to go complete gens, whatever. And then so we'll just like try to do the gens, but um something when the killer finds us, one of us will get chased, right? So then that person will try to keep them busy
Yeah.
by looping. Uh and usually that doesn't work out well because the killers, sometimes they just get us really, really
Tony says
quickly.
it's chaos,
Or
full on unadulterated
yeah,
chaos.
unadulterated chaos. Yeah,
Swifty,
so
I think
we'll
that question was answered already. Sorry. Um,
oh Shwoopty. Um yeah, so we don't really have a strategy per se. It just depends on what happens. Because like with DBD, you don't really know what you're gonna get.
right.
Um, you can have a random killer. You can have um the killer that you go against could have a different strategy on what they're doing. They could be a toxic one. They could be one that wants to meme, one that wants to just have fun, one that just wants to collect their glyphs,
Hmm.
whatever. So you don't know what you're gonna get until they start chasing you.
Okay, for somebody
Um,
that doesn't know, like me,
yeah,
what's a glyph?
a glyph. Um, it's these little like it's like a little thing that pops up and you interact with it. So it's like it'll come up like a little light ball,
Hmm.
and it makes a sound or whatever, and you just have to interact with it to make it disappear.
Okay, gotcha.
Glyphs are a pain in the ass because a lot of times when you have a glyph, it pops up for you when you go near it, and
Hmm.
everybody else can see it. So the killers can see it as well when you're next to it. The
Oh,
thing that sucks is that the killers sometimes will not let you get it.
gotcha.
And so sometimes it's hard to get your glyph challenges done because killers are being assholes to you, and they don't let you get them. Like Luna was having a hard time the other day because you need 8 glyphs for this one challenge, and when it's very hard to find these glyphs, and then she would see it and she'd run to it, and the killer would chase her and knock her down, and
Oh,
she could not get these glyphs because of these killers. There's some killers that will let you get the glyphs because they're like, okay, they understand. They know that you're trying to get your glyphs done, whatever, they'll let you.
hmm.
But it's very rare.
Totems. Yeah, you were
Totems.
explaining those earlier. Can you
hmm
explain to me what the deal with the totems are?
hmm you want me to explain the totems again?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So totems are these little skull thingies that are awesome. I love looking at totems. But if it's on fire, that means that the killer has a hex totem, which means that they have something on us that will either prevent us from doing gens right away,
Tony, go to
what?
go to jail, Tony.
Damn it, Tony. Um, they can make it to where we heal slower, do gen slower. Where there's one called Haunted Ground, which is if you cleanse it, then we all get exposed, and so the killer can hit us one time and knock us down. And that's when we blame each other for when that one goes off because you don't want to cleanse Haunted Ground, but
Right.
we don't know we don't know what they are until we cleanse them. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Um, there's one called Noed, which is an end game perk. So if they have it, it won't activate until the last gen pops. Once the last gen pops, Noed activates, and then it causes a dull totem to catch on fire.
Okay.
So if we don't cleanse all the totems, and there's one totem up and it's dull, and we're just like, okay, just leave it. It's not on fire, we leave it. That one could be Noed, and we get it fucked. So if that one pops and that one activates, then the killer can knock us all down one time, and it's for the rest of the game
Right.
until that totem is cleansed.
Okay.
So if a NOED pops up, we scour. We scour for that freaking that NOED unless it's like he knocks us down completely, and then we're just like, okay, fuck. There's nothing we can do anymore because we're all knocked down, and we all get hooked and die. So, and then when it comes to boon totems, which is a survivor thing, boon totems are in blue. They have like a blue fire, and those help us. So there's one
I
totem
agree,
that
Tony.
can heal us. We can heal ourselves without a med kit, which is really nice.
Hmm.
And then there's another one that hides your steps. So like when you're running, the killer can see your scratch marks. So sometimes it's best not to run when you're trying to hide from a killer because
Right.
the killer can see them. So this thing called shadow step hides those scratch marks,
Right.
so that way you can lose the killer better.
Do you have your favorite perks that you use almost all the time, or do you just
Favorite
random?
perks?
Yeah.
Yes, I use Unbreakable a lot. Unbreakable is one that gives you like a free time to get up without needing the help of your survivor
Hmm.
friends. Because when you get knocked down and the killer leaves you there, you can recover up to a certain point, and then somebody has to get you up. Um, but with Unbreakable, you can get yourself up once per match.
Okay.
So it's best to use that when you really need it. Like, let's say the killer's slugging everybody. We're all on the floor. Nobody can get up. If you have Unbreakable, you can get up yourself and then get everybody else up if you can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's a really good perk to have. I fucking love it. And it makes you recover faster as well because there's a recovery time and it takes a little bit. But if you have Unbreakable, it helps you get up, I think it's like 20% faster
Okay.
or I forgot what the number is, but it moves a little bit faster so you're able to get up. but you can only do it once. I
Yeah.
know Kayla uses that perk, but Kayla uses it by accident a lot.
Oh.
So so there's times where she's like she recovers all the way but she doesn't stop and she gets up like when somebody's about to help her up. So she'd be like, "Damn it, I used unbreakable." So that's really, you have to pay attention when you use that perk.
Gotcha.
I love using that one. I love using Soul Guard. So Soul Guard paired up with Unbreakable is really nice because if somebody gets you up, the killer can knock you right down, like right off the bat. If they
Hmm.
come at you and someone gets you up right in front of them, they can just knock you down. With Soul Guard, it gives you an extra hit. So if I get up and the killer's right behind me, hits me, I get protected and I can still run.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then there's
Valhalla has
also
fallen says, just got to leave the killers to Alyssa and Kayla.
no, no, no. Carl is the one. That's Carl, and Carl can is definitely our looping queen. Carl gets out like maybe like 85% of the time. I think they're very good at DBD. And they, we call them the looping queen. We call him the looping queen because yeah, a lot of times he's the one that gets the hatch most of the time because he's very good at strategizing and stuff like that, getting out.
Nice. Uh, do you ever play with just random people?
Yes. And it's not fun. um, with randos, it, I like to play solos once in a while because I feel like I do a little bit better because for some reason I am able to save better. I
Hmm.
think. I don't know, when I play with my friends, I feel like I throw myself more because I know that they're gonna get me back, like get me up.
Yeah,
I know that they're gonna be there to back me up. But when it's against with randos, I have to strategize a lot more, um, because I don't know if they're gonna get me. I don't
right.
know who they are. I don't know how they play. I don't know if they'll leave me. Um, I don't know.
Yeah,
And so I think I'm more careful when I'm a solo survivor.
gotcha.
Um, and and then you also have the ones that when you have randos who completely fuck you over. Because the other day I just had two people who left me on hook for the I because you can get hooked twice, and then the third time you get hooked, you die.
Right.
Well, these two survivors, they were trolls. I didn't know they were trolls,
Hmm.
but it was me, and then I guess those two were friends. So I'm gonna say that that was Michaela and Jane, and
Okay.
then there was a rando Meg, who you could tell was also a solo like me. Well, this Michaela and Jane were working with the survivor with the killer. They were I guess they were doing they were doing I thought they were just like, playing around, whatever,
Hmm.
because the killer was with them and just like memeing. And so I was like, okay, cool. So I can get gens done, not worry about it. Um, I saw that Meg got knocked down, and so I was like, okay, so they're gonna save her, whatever. They're probably just farming for points. I went upstairs to a house and I was trying to work on a gen, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna go open this chest that's like in a hallway and it's in a hallway by itself. So there's it like if I get trapped up there, I'm fucked. So I was like, okay, let me go do that. So I saw Michaela and Jane running after me. And I'm
Okay.
like, what are they doing? I thought maybe they were gonna help me on the gen. So then I went and started opening the chest. The two girls came and they blocked me.
Oh shit.
They blocked me. So then the killer came through. They made way for the killer, and the killer knocked me down. I was like, fuck, whatever. I didn't want to get hooked, but I was like, fine, whatever. They want to farm for points. I'm okay with it.
Oh wow.
So the killer hooked me up on top, and then he ran off with the Michaela. The Jane stayed behind. The Jane went for me and started trying to grab me off the hook, but then she let me go. She kept doing that, grabbing me, letting me go, grabbing me, letting me go, grabbing me. I'm like, are you serious? Get me off the hook. Um, and then she just started teabagging in front of me, like a lot, teabagging me. I'm like, are you serious? She ran and then she ran off. She left me on hook
Oh man.
upstairs by myself, and nobody came for me. They opened the door, they popped the last gen, they opened the gate, and they ran out. All three of them ran out. Nobody went to go save me. I died on hook
Damn.
because no, because they wanted to troll and be an asshole to me, and they left me there. So I was like, that's the type of people that we get sometimes when the
Yeah.
randos. Me and Carl, when we solo together, we get a lot of randos that are very like they don't do shit. They will just completely fuck us over. Same thing when me and Kayla play or me and Tony. Like it's just we get completely fucked over sometimes by randos that just don't give a fuck about any other teammates.
Damn.
So it's really it's just you never know
Yeah,
who you're
that's
gonna get
making me
with
want to
the
play the
randos.
game. Nothing like having your team help the killer and try to heal you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Carl knows all about that. There was one time where me and Carl were playing, and then we had two randos, and they were farming. Like me and the two randos were farming with the killer, which was fine, right?
Hmm.
Well, we all got hooked twice because we were getting each other off the hook. Well, Carl hadn't been hooked at all. Um, Carl was just doing gens and stuff. Well, the other randos didn't like that. They wanted Carl to get hooked,
Hmm.
and so they told the killer to go after him, and they body blocked him inside the killer shack, trying to make it so that the killer could get him and hook him. And he's like, no. Carl was just all over. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I'm just standing there watching this happening, and Carl's just trying to get out, and then he gets out, and they're just like so pissed, and they're like, you have no honor. I don't know what. And Carl's like, what? Like, you guys were trying to like block me and stuff, and it was just like, what the fuck is these
Man.
people's problems? Like, it was so dumb.
Um, okay, let's switch gears here a little bit.
Mhm.
Do you think that you could ever, or you would ever, if you got to the point, would you ever apply for partner?
I think that would be something that would be amazing. I think I would.
Yeah.
Um, to have that, I don't know, to have that check mark would be fucking. I mean, I don't think I would ever get to that point, but if I could, I definitely would. I think I would love it.
Well, to be fair,
Um,
you never thought you would make 1,000 followers, and you're almost
well,
there.
this is true actually too. I know. I didn't really think I would get anywhere, to be honest. I didn't
Yeah,
even think streaming would actually work out at all.
yeah.
Um, when I first started, I was just like, no, like I don't even think anybody's gonna want to watch me.
Tony,
You
Alyssa for
know,
partner.
um, yeah, like I didn't think I would get any. I barely thought I was gonna make it to affiliate. Because I was like, I don't think I could get 50 people, and I don't think I could. And then I just kept getting hitting the goals, and now getting close to 1K, I'm like, fuck, like I'm okay, like, like it's getting there.
Yeah,
So if it ever came down to being partner, I think that would be fucking amazing.
Alyssa,
I,
most
I
famous.
no, I'm not. I am not.
Never
If
say never. I never thought
and
I'd get
it's
to
cool.
100. Yeah, yeah. You never think
Yeah.
that you're going to get anything on
Oh,
Twitch.
thank you.
When I started this, I never thought anybody would want to watch an old man play games. But here I am.
Yeah.
I'm not playing a
Yeah.
game, but people are watching me. They're not here to watch me though. They're here to watch my guests, and I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly fine with that.
No, no, they're here for you
To
too, Dad.
to be able to showcase people's favorite streamers, I love that. Um, I'm also trying to. I thought about it last night. I want to get the developer of Boo Men on here.
Oh, nice. That would be awesome.
So I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to hit him up and see if he'll come on.
Nice.
That'd be sick. Sure would. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. But doing this podcast is not about building my channel. I love this. This is so much fun for me. Um, I'm here to showcase somebody else, and that's what I'm about. Um, do you think that I know that streaming will be around in say 10 years? Do you think you'll be streaming in say 10 years?
I hope so. I do. I hope so. I always look forward to streaming and trying to keep consistent with it. But I don't. 10 years. Um, I really don't see myself doing anything else. Like I'm still gonna be, I'm still gonna have a. I know Annabelle will be like 14 at the time, so
Yeah.
she'll definitely be. I'll still be, dealing with the school stuff but by then too, I think might be working and stuff, and I don't know if I'll maybe my stream will change, but I don't think I can give up streaming completely. I don't think I can.
Okay. Nice. I love learning more about people. Everyone. Yeah. That's why I'm doing this so that we can learn about. We know we play with people all day, every day. We make friends on here, but do we really know anything about them? No. So that's what we're trying to do. And I don't want to get too personal with everybody because some people like to uh, reserve that part of their life for just themselves, and I get that.
Yeah.
So, um, okay, you can have dinner or lunch with two streamers.
Hmm.
Who would you choose?
With two streamers.
Hmm.
I know I would have to say I definitely want to meet Megan. have
Okay.
dinner with her. Megan is the main reason, one of the main reasons why I even met a lot of people.
Right.
You know, um, so definitely wanna, yeah, with Megan.
I mean, I
Um,
know you don't want to leave anybody out, but I'm gonna.
no, I don't. I don't. I definitely don't. I would love to meet everybody. Like,
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. I would
absolutely.
love to meet everybody. And I think also Cheebs.
But I've only got enough money for two people, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Cheebs would be another one because
Yeah,
I feel like
absolutely.
me and Cheebs and Megan were very, very close for a long time.
Hmm.
And I think that would be like they were there from the beginning, you know.
Nice.
I honestly think that it would be great to have both of them together. Just me, just us in a room and stuff. So it would be, yeah, it would be trouble, Tony. It would, but I honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just would really, I think that would be one day. But yeah, like I said, if I can meet everybody, I definitely want to, and I'm
Make sure
trying to
you
get
have the
that.
bail money too.
I think that would be, I think that yeah. I don't. I mean, I think I'd be pretty good. I don't think I'd get in trouble.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you wouldn't get in trouble, but you'd be like pushing.
Yeah, yeah. I get
Hi,
what you're saying.
Slither.
Yeah, if I could
Um,
definitely meet everybody, but definitely, yeah, them two, they've been there from the very beginning of my streaming journey, and so I always have a lot to thank them um, for all, you know, being there,
yeah,
just helping me through this and helping me through a lot of things. And yeah, we may not be as close as we used to, but it's still something I will not forget.
yeah.
Um, and yeah.
Nice. Okay, so we've got ads coming up here shortly, I'm sure. I've got an ad thing that says they're starting about 30
I
seconds.
would, Megan, actually.
If you have questions for Alyssa, when we come back from the next ad break, uh, you can put exclamation point question mark, and we'll know that you have a question for her. But we're gonna come back. You can ask questions if you like. If there are no questions, we'll go right into the lightning round where I ask Alyssa a bunch of questions, well, a few questions, and she answers right off the top of her head.
It's gonna be bad.
Oh, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. This has been such a fun stream for me. I've loved doing this. I love all my podcasts. Swifty was an amazing one. The double yoke. I'm gonna have my daughter-in-law return because she's an author and her books come out today. So look up The Evil Queen of Arcadia on Amazon. The Evil Queen of Arcadia. That's my daughter-in-law's book. Get it on Kindle edition if you like, but her paperback's coming out soon. So we'll be back shortly with Alyssa Always. Go get you a drink. Go get you stretch your legs. Go to the restroom. Whatever you need to do. Come back and let's find out a little bit more about Alyssa. It says it's starting soon. Is anybody getting hit with ads yet? They won't know if I'm asking. I hate the ads. I hate the
I
ads.
know. Yeah,
Okay,
they're not fun.
they are not. Okay, there they go. Like, we'll be right back. Thank you. And we are back. Thank you, Tony. Um, so this has been so much fun. I love doing these. If you would like to be featured on my podcast, please send me a message through either Twitch Whisper or hit me up on my Discord. Um, I'm so happy to interview people. This is so much fun for me. I actually like this better than playing games. Hi, Steffi.
Hi, Steph.
I'm glad you're here. No, you missed a lot of it, but we've got a little bit more. And if you have questions for Alyssa, please put in exclamation point question mark, and we'll get you in. Yes, Tony, what is your question? Tony just had it. Favorite clip ever? What's your favorite clip?
My favorite clip ever. Let's see. Definitely the hag one.
The hag.
When yeah, the one where Tony's playing hag and scares the fuck out of me so badly. Um, I think that's honestly my anything with my screams. I really love those too. Just because I honestly like, not to be whatever, but I honestly do love my screams. Like I think they're pretty good screams.
They are pretty good screams. You are not wrong.
And so that like that clip I think is my probably my favorite one just because
Hag build is
it's just
dirty.
so just because I was so scared and it's like I was not expecting it was just jump scare after jump scare after jump scare and I wasn't expecting it and it just yeah no it's definitely one of the best ones I think.
Nice.
I
Okay.
wish my screams would have came better through them though.
Yeah.
Because my mic was not the best, but it was yeah, it
I think
was.
Meggers has a question. Go ahead, Meggers. Um, yeah, those screams from that one. Oh God. You got a few good ones now with the full scream.
Yes, the
Yeah,
ones with Michael Myers. Yeah, the ones against you playing Michael. Those screams came through really well because I changed my mic settings, and so now, um,
Meggers. God damn
oh my God, Megan, I'm gonna say three. I don't
it.
know. I
Are we
don't
talking a
know.
European swallow?
Oh, jeez.
Okay, you have a real one. All right, African or European? Yeah. Um, you guys cut up so much. That's so funny. What is your favorite moment of streaming so far? Yeah, that's a great question.
I think my favorite moments streaming, let's see, hitting the goals. Like hitting the goals on stream is one of
Hmm.
those things where when I was hitting goals, like let's say like the 500, the 700, whatever, like, and I was on stream, I'd get so emotional and start crying. And I think
Yeah,
those are my favorite moments because I have everybody be like, congrats, you did, and it just makes me feel so good.
wonderful.
Because it's you hit these goals and then you're so proud of yourself,
Yeah,
and yeah, those are probably my favorite moments for sure.
nice. Tree Lass says, "What's your favorite color?"
Favorite color is black. Definitely
Black.
black.
Okay.
Yes.
What is your quest?
I
What
don't know.
was the first game that got you into gaming? That's a great question.
Well, I was 3 years old. uh, my first game was the duck shooting game.
Oh,
From the Super Nintendo.
yeah.
Yeah, that one my dad got me a Super Nintendo. I don't even know. My parents weren't even into gaming. Uh, my dad got a Super Nintendo, and he's just like, "Here, let's see if Alyssa can do this." And they got me into it, and
You're
I've just been playing games ever since.
you're fine, Meggers. I like Monty Python. I'm just not that big of a fan of Monty Python that I know every movie word for word. Of course, with my memory, I forget what I had for breakfast today. So, uh, remembering lines from movies I've seen years ago is not a thing. I have to have videos played. Like I have a video. Where is it? I've got it right here. Hang on. Yeah, this one.
It's just a jump to the left. With your hands on your hips.
Sorry, I had to play that one.
Tony's mad at me because I have not seen that movie yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, you got to see that
Yeah.
movie.
I know. I do have to. Tony was like,
I want to be
yeah,
one of
there you
them for
go.
Halloween.
Tony was mad at me when I told
We are
him.
gonna, yeah, we gotta have movie night. We gotta have movie
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, we definitely do. I need to watch it. I do need to
Yeah,
watch it.
Alyssa is the most amazing movie. It or it's the most yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I love oh Jesus, I had his name right there. What's the guy's name again? Somebody hit
Tim
me.
Curry.
Thank you. Damn it, Tim Curry. Tim Curry.
Yeah, he is amazing.
I don't think they could have found anybody better for that role. And I understand that they're trying to do a remake, or it's a kind of an idea right now. I don't think they can do it. Uh,
No.
yeah, perfect casting. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so Alyssa, I had such a blast today. So, are you ready for the lightning round?
Yes.
Okay. Now, these aren't going to be hard questions. Well, maybe one
Yes.
of them will, but not possible. The first time around was yes, it was perfect casting. Um, Texting or talking?
Texting.
Favorite day of the week?
Fridays.
Sweet or sour?
Sweet.
Favorite holiday?
Halloween.
If you had a superpower, what would you want it to be?
Um, what's it called? Where I can shapeshift. There you
Okay,
go.
shapeshifter. All right. So like you would shape in morph into a like a mailbox or something.
It can do anything. Yes, shapeshifting
Yeah.
into anything.
Okay. Are you a morning person or a night owl?
Night.
Night owl. Um, what's your favorite season?
Fall.
Alyssa Chameleon. Mild or spicy?
Spicy, but I can't have it anymore.
Yeah, I feel you. Your favorite ice cream flavor?
Rocky Road.
Hmm. Um, sour cream or no sour cream?
Sour cream.
Sorry, Swifty. Had to add. I'm with you, but I have to ask that. Okay, last thing is say something positive about yourself.
Something positive about myself.
Hmm.
I don't know. When it comes, see, I, I don't know. Let's
Tex.
see. I text. Um, something positive about myself. I think, I think when being positive, I think I love that when I want to learn something, like to figure out something, I basically do everything I can to figure that out.
Yeah,
When it comes to like streaming stuff, I was if I can't figure something out, I'll go to Google, I'll go to YouTube, I'll go and I think I have that little like determination, like I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna I'm gonna find out how to do this because I want to do this.
nice.
I think I love that about myself.
Awesome. Well, I think your friends have a lot more to say about you in there. You have a
No,
laundry list of good things. Genuine and kind heart. Absolutely.
no,
Uh,
thank you.
Luna said she had a question for you.
Okay, what's up?
Come on, Luna. What's the question? How are you,
I just
Tex?
say you're laughing. Oh, thank you guys.
Oh, I've got one for Alyssa.
Okay.
When she sings in
Uh-huh.
karaoke, she does a wonderful job. She's a great singer. She doesn't like her own voice, but I'm here
Oh,
to tell you, she sings fantastically.
oh, thank you, Dad.
You're welcome. You're an awesome streamer to care about. What does the number blue taste like? Blueberries.
I don't know. I kind of feel like it'd be a little bit oceany.
Alyssa, why are you so amazing, beautiful, and spicy?
Uh-huh. I don't really think
It's
so.
a
Thank
South
you,
Texas thing.
Luna. It's a South Texas thing.
Red. Yeah, the blue color, blue tastes like red.
I,
Okay, go
I
ahead.
sing more.
Oh, we have another question. Trash Panda Tony has a question.
I sing more Selena.
Is it a
I mean,
favorite food you can and can't eat?
favorite food that I can and can't eat,
I think he means
like both,
spicy
right?
food that you really love but you can't eat any longer. Is that what you mean, Tony?
Or both, like favorite food and then for
So food you like but you can't have now.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely the spicy the spice like hot wings.
Okay.
Or anything that's really spicy. I would love to go as spicy as I could. Hot Cheetos. I can't have hot Cheetos anymore. I
Oh,
fucking
why
love
do
hot
we always
Cheetos.
turn to food in our streams?
I don't know. I don't know. It's something we all food brings us together. But definitely hot Cheetos is one of those things where
Nice.
hot Cheetos
Yeah.
and hot wings. Uh, the spicier the better was how I was.
Yeah.
and I would fucking love it. And then I started having a lot of health issues because of that spiciness, and I had to stop eating hot Cheetos completely. And
Yeah.
and the hot wings have to come down to other flavors that are not even close to being spicy. So that makes me really sad.
Nice. Redline Matt says, what are your top three favorite Pokemon?
Def I'm not really as into Pokemon as a lot of people, but I feel like Eevee. Eevee is definitely my favorite. Um, then I gotta give Pikachu his little
Yeah,
his
absolutely.
honorary Pikachu, and then I love Snorlax.
Nice. I'm gonna reveal something here
Mhm,
about myself with the talk of food and everything.
mhm.
Um, I just recently um, started going to therapy for my food addiction. I am addicted to food. I overeat, so I have an eating disorder. Um, I'm going to um, kind of like an OA meeting, Overeaters Anonymous meetings. It's not
Oh,
that group, but it's a group kind of like it.
mhm.
So I'm going to therapy for it, but I have a problem with eating until I'm just miserable.
Yeah, I hear
So
that.
yeah, so I'm trying to get better. It's harder than you think because you can't cut food out of your life. You got to have it.
No,
It's not like alcohol where you can just, you know,
stay away from it.
yeah, stay away from it. So, little steps day in, day out, just try to not finish a whole plate of asada fries is,
Yep. Yeah, I
is
hear that. I definitely understand that because I have a hard time with food as well. And like there's times where I have food left over, right? Like I'm full,
hmm.
but then I'm like, I really don't want to waste that.
Thank you.
I don't want to waste it. And so I finish it and I'll be like, oh, my stomach's hurting because I'm so
Hmm.
stuffed. But I just did not want to waste that food because I just feel bad about wasting it.
Yeah. My parents taught me you eat everything on your
Hmm.
plate.
Yep.
And so we've got these like 10 and 12-inch plates with food on it. And I'm like, oh, okay. So, but it's not just that. Once I'm full and I'm done, I push the plate away. I put it in the kitchen or whatever, out of sight, out of mind, you would think. But no, I know in my head that I've got food in my pantry that tastes
Yep.
delicious.
Yep.
And I'm
Yep.
like, I kind of want that right now.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah. Thank you guys so much for your support. I appreciate that. Mark Thompson saying it is a struggle. Um, but my channel, my discords, my messages, whatever, is a safe space. So if you have anxiety, or issues that you're dealing with and you don't think you can reach out to anybody, you can reach out to me. I may not have the answers. I may not have advice for you, but I will listen. And sometimes just talking about it kind of helps.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely. Yeah, I know. I appreciate when I was having a lot of anxiety and we talked.
yeah,
It did definitely help.
I appreciate that. I'm glad it did.
Yeah, it's nice to talk it out with people.
Yeah. But we're going to leave it there. And I'm going to ask Alyssa if she will put in the channel chat a streamer that she would like to rate out to. Um,
Okay.
that we're
Here,
gonna take
here.
Alyssa's community and we're gonna go see somebody that she enjoys watching and you guys can enjoy watching. Um, she always has wonderful people that she raids to.
Da, 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 da.
So, guys, thank you so much for hanging out today and talking with me and Alyssa. And Alyssa, thank you for being willing to come on here and
Thank you
be,
for having me.
yeah, just be
It
the
was a lot of
the
fun. I
butt of
didn't
some
really.
jokes.
Yeah, I honestly was really nervous about just being. I don't know. It's different when you're like you know that you're gonna be asked stuff, and I'm like, what if I just sound dumb? I
You
really
did.
did. I was like, I was very nervous about it.
You did not sound dumb at all, I don't think. I think that was a fantastic interview. Thank you, Meggers. It was a great interview.
Oh,
Thank you,
thanks.
Tony. These things are fantastic. I love doing them. Did you
Yeah,
put it in
it's a
chat? Did
lot
I
of
miss
fun.
it?
No, no, no.
Okay.
I wanna go raid. I wanna go raid Eric.
Oh, I hate being scared. Is he on?
Yep, yep.
Okay, we can do that. Yeah, there it is. Let me bring him up. The thing is, I'm trying to get Eric on as a guest,
The man was killed, and you two are the
and
suspects. Wait. No.
Thank you, Megan. I really.
You know what?
he has not answered me yet. So it's she sounded like she gets interviews all the time. You really did. That was that was a great interview. I think I thought it
Oh,
went really well.
thank you.
So
It
we're
was a
gonna
lot of
go.
fun. It was. I love the questions.
Well, great. And like I said, if anybody else, Meggers, wants to
Yeah,
be
Megan,
interviewed on here, Tony,
Tony.
be glad to have you all on here. Anybody else that wants to be interviewed, and let people know a little bit more about you without getting too personal. I mean, I know I got personal, but he is hard to get a hold of on Discord. But we're gonna go raid Eric and Alyssa. Thank you so much again for being here. Um,
Yeah.
it was fantastic. Loved your Pikachu banana shirt.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time on Hanging with Dad, where this next Saturday, is going to be my daughter-in-law. Her book is out today, so we're going to bring her back on Saturday to talk about her newly released book. And she's been having some issues with it, but we're going to have her back and find out a little bit more about the evil Queen of Arcadia. So if you've got an Amazon account, if you've got a Kindle Unlimited account, you can go read her book on Kindle Unlimited, or you can purchase the book for $9.99. Please help me get her some support. She's a wonderful person, and the book is spicy. So just
Ooh.
forewarned, just be warned. Book is spicy. So we're gonna take off and go see Eric again. Love you guys so much. Like I say at the end of all of my streams, smile like you have something to hide. Let those people out there wonder what you have. Make them want what you've got. It may not be much, but it's yours. Okay? Love you
Love you
guys.
guys. Bye.
Even though it's breaking. Good.